How's it going, guys? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and over the past few days, ever since I posted my PDW and Peacekeeper Diamond videos, I've been getting a lot of requests on how to get a few of the obscure guns, easy gold, and, completing the challenges. So today, I thought I would tackle the Executioner, one of the most odd pistols in the game. So if we want to take a look at the class I'm using, obviously I'm using the Executioner with the laser sight and the long barrel with the primary gunfighter. I'm using 2 concussion grenades, some C4, extreme conditioning, scavenger, and ghost, and I'll talk about all these things in a little bit. Let's start with the concussion grenade because obviously I threw that right there. So it's no secret that the Executioner, as I walk right by someone, has 0 range, and one of the great things about the concussion grenades in this game is I feel they are very overpowered. So the longer you can slow someone down in order to get very close to them is probably a very good thing. You can see here I only have 1 bullet, but 1 bullet's all it takes when you're about 2 feet away. So, while this gun does lack a lot of power, it does pack up quite a punch up close. So it's very, very, very awesome if you're able to use this gun in such close quarters. Now, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the... Okay, so obviously the first thing you got to do is get the headshots. Now, I'm not one to tell you how to more accurately go get headshots. I can say, aim for the AFK guys when they're when they're dead, or go for headshots. I'm not one to explain someone's shooting tactics for you. What I can help you do is complete the non-headshot challenges. So the first thing I can do is for getting those double kills, for getting those brutal medals, and for getting those survival medals with this gun, what you're going to want to do is stay in areas that have either 1 or 2 entranceways only and are very close quarters. You can see right here on the map firing range, I was staying in the what is now the castle, but in Black Ops 1 was called Top Wood. That area is very small, only has 1 or 2 entrances, and you're protected very much, from the wood, obviously, and from the castle in this game. On the map Encore, which we were playing right here, you see me most of the time stay around the top of the stage or underneath the stage, because Encore is a very wide open map, but underneath this little tunneled stage is where the Executioner shines, because I'm able to get 2 or 3 shots off at a time, and I'm able to do this in a very quick succession. So I think that's a very effective strategy. Talking about these C4s, the C4 is just to keep me alive. When I know I'm going to run out of ammo and I don't have the capacity to reach someone at long range, like right here I get so lucky and shank that guy at the very end. But when I know I want to keep myself alive to potentially get another kill, I will toss the concussion grenade and then go right ahead with the C4. Like right there, I got a kill. Who knows what would have happened if I'd come around that corner and that guy was actually waiting for me. So the C4 is not to keep my bloodthirsties going, but it is meant to keep me alive. Now you can see I try to use the concussion grenades right here to do exactly what I do. Catch up to this guy right here. You can see any other day if that guy was not concussed and using a sniper rifle, he would have had a clear advantage on me. Same with that guy right there if he wasn't distracted. But because I was able to use the concussion grenades, which specializes in slowing people down, it's really easy to catch up to someone. So I'll talk about my perks. Extreme conditioning, obviously that's very effective because it will get you to areas like this faster than other people. Like right here, I get the cheeky headshot, which was what I was going for, and then 1 bullet later is all it takes to take out a guy. Amazing. And so it's one of the better perks for using the Executioner, because you want to get to places faster, and you want to get to places faster than the other person. So the next one is Scavenger, and that is basically for your concussion grenades and your C4. Concussion grenades are, obviously, like I've said, they slow people down crazy, and when you can slow people down and it also prevents them from like turning their body. So that will allow you to get headshots very efficiently and very easily, I should say. Like right here, stun that guy, and I end up getting the kill because of that. Now my final perk is Ghost, and I'm using Ghost because the enemy teams that I noticed I was playing against were getting a lot of UAVs. And what's good about the Executioner, and what you need to do well and exceed with the Executioner, is be able to get to places, obviously quickly, and without being seen. Because if you're seen, that totally blows your cover. Someone's going to be waiting for you. They're going to have their sights up. And when that happens, you're basically doomed, because you're not going to beat anyone in a long-range gunfight with this, especially when they are expecting you to be there. So here's a great example of encompassing as I die. Unfortunately, I was set up so perfectly. Here's a great example of me encompassing all of the things that I was talking about. I'm in a small area, I'm using my concussion grenades, and I am using my ghost and extreme conditioning to my advantage. So they have no idea where I am, even though they have a UAV up. And also, take advantage of quirky little things like this. Like, there's a free headshot right there. If you see someone AFK, go for the headshot. Makes it a little easier and will speed up your process. Like right there, 5 bullets just got me 2 kills right there, because that's awesome. That's what you're looking for. And it also helps when your teammates get an SR-71 in the air. So these are just some tips that I could hopefully share with you guys on how to get those gold executioners and gold and diamond executioners, I should really say. I actually had a lot of fun with the executioner, and I feel like I did fairly well this game. I'll show you the scoreboard at the end. I went something like 41-11, which again isn't like a wow over the top score, but when you're using the executioner and you're playing against some guys that might not have a whole lot of knowledge of what they're doing, it's a fun time. So anyways, guys, these tips are helpful. I would encourage you guys to leave a like on the video and subscribe, and leave me a comment down below if you have an alternative setup that would also work really well for the executioner. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and of course, I will see you guys in the next video.